Dawson Monday, and I was just wondering, do you guys have an area around the house that has probably weeds growing out and you just can't get rid of them? Do you have an area that looks boring, or maybe even an area that could use a little bit of a pick-me-up? Well, today I'm going to demonstrate on how to properly lay paver bricks into your area. One of the key factors in laying bricks or pavers is really knowing how to properly do it to make an area look professional and not making it look like a contractor did it. It really takes a few steps. So first, we're going to find an area that looks kind of like it needs some work. Second, you want to basically research what you want to do. So look on the internet for some area, like design ideas. Look on YouTube to figure out how to do this. And then go out and probably measure what you would think you would want, depending on what size you think you should have. The third, you need to decide really how many pavers you will need. There are calculators on the internet that will help you decide on how many pavers you should get, and then you'd always need to order about 5 to 10% more than what you should have, just in case you have to cut any or you make a mistake. Then sadly, you just have to do the work. You have to dig it, you have to put down paver base, which is just like finely shaven small gravel, where you can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, any of those areas. Even Ace Hardware should probably have them. Then you have to get paver sand, which is just like play sand you would get for like kids. You would have to get the pavers, where it depends on what size you want, what color you want, what design you want to do. You can get those, again, at any of those places I already recommended. And a couple odds and ends things, like shovels if you don't already have them, a ground tamper, where you can get those at any store. An area that like definitely would have to do some cutting. A good thing to do is if you have a circular saw, it is a good thing to buy a diamond blade for that. Or if somehow you have a wet saw at home, that is also a very good tool to use. Those are really two of the best things. You can get different diamond blades, you can get different kinds, but those are basically what you would need to be able to cut through the tile bricks. So as you can see, what I've done here is I have removed some bricks from my already placed area. I'm a little too high here, so the water doesn't drain very well, but I'm going to show you what it all needs to be like. These are our bricks. They're the standard 4x8 red Holland bricks, where we kind of like the color, so we went ahead and went with them. Right here you have a little bit of a mixture of the paver base and sand. The base just looks, again, like small little gravel, and the sand just looks like regular play sand. So what you need to do is, obviously you'll dig up the area about 4 to 5 inches down. Then once you do that, you will take our ground tamper, which is this beautiful love thingy. You can just buy these at any other store, like, again, Lowe's, Meyer, Ace Hardware, whatever really has around you, and or maybe 20 bucks at max. You will take them and you will level out the ground before. Then you will go ahead and put in the paver base, where the base is what kind of holds it steady so it doesn't like slide around. Then you'll put the paver sand on top of it, about an inch or so thick. And then you will take a 2x4 and run it all the way down to level it out. Before you lay the bricks in, you gotta use a tamper and tamp in the area. So, in tamping the area, what you're gonna do is, you're just gonna take it, put it where you want, flatten it out. And when you're ready to put the bricks in, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna take the brick, keep it obviously with like how we're doing it, you're just gonna put it up tight against them. And you're supposed to put it up tight against and just slide it right down in there. This, and then you push it down. You don't want to slide it across, because then you might mess up the brick. And you want to take it, push it down in, hopefully we'll flatten it out.
Take it, push it down in. That'll help keep them tight. Once they're all down in there, hopefully, take the tamper around. And with the tamper, make sure to have them flat, level, so they're not going to move. Obviously, these will have some upkeep here and there, but, you know, the upkeep is not major. Just taking a couple out, maybe just fixing them and putting them right back in. Sometimes you have to move them around a little bit to get them back in, but it's not that bad. What you want to do before celebrating your thing is you want to take your rest of your sand, which can either be play sand or Pavers sand, and you just want to sprinkle it around and work it into the cracks. That helps solidify them and make sure that they don't move around anymore and they don't shift. And spread it evenly all the way around so then it covers the whole area. And that helps make them a lot more sturdy than what they were. All in all, this project really isn't that hard. It takes some time, but not that bad. So the way we had to do it was ours was in a weird like a trapezoid like shape, because we have a sidewalk around, so we wanted to try to fit in between it. We're in an area where we didn't grow much flowers, so we decided just to do away with the idea. But as you can see here, of our beautiful little sidewalk around here, and then our shape, and it was in a trapezoid, so we decided to just go ahead and remove all that, and that is our little patio area.